The 6th graders of St. Patrick of Heatherdowns School wish to thank Herbson Manufacturing of Montpelier for their generous local support of our edition of News 6, and the other friends of this broadcast who provided additional funding.
Hi! We're the 6th grade class of St. Patrick of Heatherdowns! Welcome to News 6!
Welcome to this week's edition of News 6. Today's program is brought to you by the 6th grade class of St. Patrick's of Heatherdowns. Our school is located in the city of Toledo. Founded in 1787, Toledo currently has a population of some 326,000 people.
Have you ever stopped in a pet store to play with the animals? Kind of makes you wonder where they come from and where they're going next. Reporter Aaron Lucarelli takes us to one of the stores that works extra hard to ensure that every animal finds a good home.
Hi, I'm Aaron Lucarelli, and we're here at a pet store with a heart. At first glance, the aquarium center looks like every other pet store.
Our store is laid out when you first walk in. There's puppies and kittens right when you walk in. Then we have merchandise related to the aquariums. And then we have a rodent room where our rabbits, our guinea pigs, and our gerbils are at. And then we have a bird room. And then we have our reptile room. And then back here we have our fish room.
This pet store has a unique way of finding many of the animals that are sold here.
The way we get most of our animals, especially puppies and kittens, is from our customers. They'll be from unwanted litters, strays, last of litters that they can't sell. Actually, we get some birds too, but we get those mainly from breeders. We'll get rabbits, mice, but mainly puppies and kittens. The precautions we take, they have to be visually in good health. Their eyes have to look really good, no fleas, or at least try not to have fleas.
Sally Brown says the aquarium center wants all of their animals to find a home.
The length of time that it takes to sell an animal, puppies and kittens go really quick. Sometimes as soon as we get litters in, before I can even give them their first shots, they're gone. The animals that aren't sold right away are here until they are sold. We don't get rid of them, we don't euthanize, they're here.
This is Aaron Lucarelli reporting for News 6.
Many 6th graders have fun playing sports, but playing a sport can increase your chances of getting hurt. Reporter Caitlin Scannell recently talked to a doctor who specializes in taking care of injured athletes.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Scannell, and we're going to learn about sports medicine. Dr. Burton Rogers is the Director of Sports Medicine at Health South. He says sports injuries happen to everyone.
You do not really have to be an athlete to sustain a sports-related injury. A lot of the injuries that we do see in sports, things like sprained ankles or injured shoulders, people while they're on the job or maybe doing recreational activities can sustain the same type of injuries. With the exception of one of the knee injuries, the differences between male and female athletes are not great.
Sports put stress on our bodies in different ways.
Those sports that are involved with the high contact areas continue to have some of the more higher injury rates. However, some of the new activities that are coming out for children and adolescents, things like rollerblading, surfboarding, and those kind of things are also showing a recent increase in the numbers of injuries.
The old saying goes, no pain, no gain. But pain can be the body's way of telling you to stop what you are doing.
The risk of injury always needs to be looked at from an educational standpoint, meaning that youngsters or adult athletes for that matter need to understand the risk and the demands of their sport.
This is Caitlin Scannell reporting for News 6.
Today's Kids View question is, what is your favorite kind of pet and why?
My hedgehog because it keeps me company.
A dog because they are so talented.
A cat because it's fun to play with.
Fish because they're fun to watch.
Turtles because they live a long time.
Horses because they understand you.
This is St. Patrick's. We are playing bowling right now. Color sports are volleyball, basketball, tennis, square dancing, gymnastics, floor hockey, and soccer. We work hard to stay fit physically.
This is one of the 6th grade classrooms where we have been learning ancient civilizations and social studies and genetics and science. They are silent reading right now. We have a computer class every other week. We are always learning new things about technology. Now we're studying Africa.
Hamster Butterscotch. He's our class pet, and he's very playful.
Library where we get our research materials. We have magazines, chapter books, and many other books you would enjoy.
When someone in a family dies, it is never easy, and when that someone is a baby, it is even harder to understand. Reporter Jamie Burkle tells us how her family coped with such a loss.
Hi, I'm Jamie Burkle, and I want to share a special story about my mother. In 1986, my mother gave birth to my sister Lauren, but after complications, my sister died.
My daughter Lauren was born with non-functioning kidneys, a condition known as renal failure. Her vitals were deteriorating quite rapidly, so the doctors told us that she didn't have long to live. My first reaction when Lauren died was shock. I thought that maybe this was all a dream and I was going to wake up and she would still be there.
Today, my mom is able to share the lessons she learned through Lauren with others.
A support group is a group of people that join together to comfort and support each other and strengthen our feelings during this time.
Today, my mom is able to share the lessons she learned through Lauren with others.
Was this the hardest thing in your life to get over?
Oh, most definitely. It was tremendously hard. There were days that I would get up and just practically cry all day. The grieving process may take a long time. It varies from individual to individual. For me, I think about a year before I was comfortable talking about it without crying. Time helps take the pain away. It's the best healer that we have. The longer that time goes on, the more the pain does ease. So I don't feel sad anymore. I don't feel angry. I'm not upset about it. It was meant to be. It was a way of life, and nothing I could do could change any of that. The best memory I have of Lauren right now is that I turned such a tragic time in my life into a positive note by making her my guardian angel.
This is Jamie Burkle reporting for News 6.
That's all for this edition of News 6. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in again for more news from around Northwest Ohio. Goodbye.
The 6th graders of St. Patrick of Heatherdowns School wish to thank Herbson Manufacturing of Montpelier for their generous local support of our edition of News 6, and the other friends of this broadcast who provided additional funding.